Well, you join me down at my syndicate, which I haven't been this whole year because basically I did manage to catch quite a few of them last winter and just thought I'd leave it alone this year. But yeah, it's always good for a winter bite. I'd never known a place like it because the river runs in at the top and out at the bottom. It hardly ever freezes and the fish always seem to feed during the winter, so it's an absolutely mega place to get a take when it's in freezing conditions. So yeah, I've got some maggots with me tonight as well because I know from past experience that they like them in here. So yeah, basically that is the plan for tonight, is to give the camper a test out, fish out the back of that, and as you can see behind me, this is my swim. But I did bring my bivvy and my bed chair just in case, because I'm going to go for a little wander now right up to where the river comes in, because again from past experience I know that they like to hold up there when it is minuses. So yeah, let's get up there, go and have a little look, and yeah, get the rods out. So I'm standing in the tree looking over where the river enters the lake, and it always used to be full of carp up here during the winter, and it just seems to have changed over the years now. They just don't seem to come up here as much. Yeah, it's only like literally 2-3 foot deep, and even when it was proper sub-zero temperatures they'd always be stacked up in here. And I've noticed over the last couple of years they don't quite get up here as much. Seem to hold up out in the middle of the lake instead. So I think that's probably the best shout, to stay put where I am and go back to the van and get the rods out. Well, this is what I'm going out with tonight. I've got a size 4 wide gape on with a micro swivel, followed up by a buckerberry pop up, a little 12mm, and then topped with maggots, and just going to put a little bag on. And that has always seemed to do the trick on this lake during the winter for me. Very short hook links as well, and very supple braid. Because I always think that fishing maggots with an inline lead, I've always done really well with it. So yeah, that's what we're going out with tonight. That's all the rods out onto the spot. I'm sorry that I didn't manage to film me actually putting the rods out, but I always seem to find myself rushing against the light. I don't know if that's just me or if it happens to everyone, but I'm always in a rush. I get here like 3 hours before nightfall, and I always seem to never get a rod out before the light goes, but I suppose that's just me. But they're all out there now. I've gone same across the board on all 3 of them because I know it works. I've been here and I've had really good success over the winter on this particular lake, and it just always seems to fish well. So yeah, I've gone maggots on all 3 rods, tipped with a little Buckerberry 12mm pop-up, or shall I say a 12mm pop-up tipped with some maggots. And yeah, I am now sitting in my van. I'm going to cook some food in a minute, and for you guys that don't follow me on Instagram, this is my new van. I've spent the past 4 months making it into what it is now, converting it to an off-grid carp fishing wagon basically. Yeah, and I'm going to be taking it all across Europe this year, and last week I took it out for a test run just to make sure that he's up for the job, and it passed with flying colours. So the rods are out, like I said. The receiver picks up absolutely beautifully in here. I'm going to cook myself some dinner, I think, or might treat myself to a beer, and then the lads that are on the lake as well, Jake and, well, both Jakes, Luke and all that, they're going to have a bonfire down there at the moment, so I might go and join them. They always love it up here. There's always a fire going on somewhere, and in the winter, it's most welcome, isn't it? So I think that's what I'm going to do, crack myself open a beer, and go and stand next to the fire and get nice and toasty. I haven't got my gas burner working absolutely perfectly yet. It's a bit dangerous to use it because I haven't got a regulator on the gas bottle at the moment. So it's, yeah, it's a little bit too violent. So that is on the list of things to do along with the trims and stuff. But so for the moment, I have got my cooker out. That'll do for the moment.
Great shows lined up, which we've already announced. And there's that fabulous show on the 22nd of February in Riyadh, part of the Riyadh season, which is a magnificent carp with some great fights on there. So it's all.
Yes, into one.
What are you saying then?
He's over there. Coming down for logs.
I'm into one, boy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's
Like,
that?
you couldn't,
Yeah, sick.
Right, Buzz, mate. Literally, I was all locked up, just had some food, mate, and then off he went.
I don't know, hopefully I've got one still on, mate. I haven't got a big ball of weed though. Oh mate, that won't be.
Is there?
Oh no, he's there. Where's that
He
net?
is.
He's fucking got his head down in that fucking massive ball of weed. Oh mate, that is a f***ing kipper as well, boy.
Yes, mate. Look at that. That's an awkward.
That's a flat spot in it.
Do you want me to move this rod? It is. It's in. It's in.
Yeah. Could you move that rod for me?
Gone.
Yeah. Go on, cuz.
Hey.
Cheers, boy. Nice. That's a kipper, isn't it?
Imagine it.
We got a f***ing kipper. Oh, he might be powerhouse. I don't know.
You can turn it the other way and see if it's got the swirly scales.
A little swirly
I
scale.
thought you guys had heard the alarm. That's why you was all rolling up here.
No, I was just getting some logs.
Mate, look at that. Buried itself in that weed, didn't it? Come on then. That's the way to start it, isn't it?
That's right.
Go that way. I hope it's not black spot. Doesn't look like black spot.
That's powerhouse.
Is it?
Yeah.
Come on then, powerhouse, mate. Is it powerhouse?
Yeah, it's got the
I'm
swell.
sorry, Luke, mate. Sorry, mate. Sorry,
Just talking
bro.
about it.
Talked it onto the bank.
I've literally, I've just done a little video clip. with you.
Always talk it onto the bank.
That board needs to go down there. $29.2. Not bad. First carp of the year. Well, my first night on the bank this year, and it is a cold January night, and got one of the jewels of the lake, powerhouse at 29.2, something like that. But what a kipper. And it's not very happy. Yeah, look at that. What a fish. Catch on such a cold night. Yeah, one I've been after for a few years, on and off, and she's mine. Absolutely buzz. Right, let's get some shots. I'm going to get her back. Lovely. What a fish for January. Look at that. Absolutely buzzed with that.
Can't go it.
Beautiful colours. Lived up to its name, that one. Right, let's get her back. Get up the powerhouse, come on then. Absolute buzz. I'm going to get rid of that while we're here. That's fucking nut. Put that on the fire. That's why I built the van. That was absolutely cushy in there last night. I didn't even have the heater running really. I put it on just before bed and it went up to like 15 degrees. And then this morning it was down to like 4, so it did get pretty cold in there because I didn't have the heater going. But to be honest, when you're in bed and everything, don't really feel it, do you? But yeah, it's -4 out here this morning, and I was quite happy that I was inside. I mean, the rods, the net is absolutely frozen solid, look. Absolute solid. And I managed to catch one of the nicest commons in the lake, which I'm absolutely buzzed about. Haven't seen the footage yet, but I hope it was alright. Doing it in the darkness is never the one, especially yeah, when it was all cold and it was a bit of a rush as well, so hopefully it was usable. But I think I'm going to go and put the kettle on, try and warm these hands up a little bit. just made myself a nice warm cup of coffee. I've been out there shooting a bit of content and stuff, and my feet are like ice blocks. But yeah, for January, what do you expect? I'm really happy with how the session's gone. First night out on the new bait as well, and first proper night using all my new tackle as well. So I'm yeah, really pleased with how that went, especially for January. You know, to catch a fish a few ounces under 30 pounds. I mean, you can't grumble at that, can you? But today is Sunday, and I'm gonna try and sit it out as much as I can. Gonna sit behind the rods for a couple more hours, because you never know, bite time could be any time now. So and if nothing materializes, then I'm gonna head up into where the river enters the lake, because sometimes they do hold up in there, even though I haven't seen it for quite a few times now since I've been down here. You know, the last couple of years I haven't been up there in numbers like I used to, but it's always worth a look, isn't it? So yeah, gonna sit it out for a couple more hours and then pack up the gear, and we head round there and see if we can find something. There's still so much like fresh weed out there. Last night when I had that fish, it buried itself into a massive ball, and yeah, done me some favours really, because that fish is named the Powerhouse for a reason, because it goes like a train. But I got lucky because it buried itself and just came in. So and obviously being winter, a little bit lethargic, but yeah. Well, that's all 3 rods in. Let's go and see if we can find some. Well, that's a bit of a buzzkill. Normally there's 1 or 2 down here, but absolutely nothing. As you can see, it's really shallow up here. Yeah, and I can see all over. And there is definitely no carp here. Well, I've got a couple of other places to check, and then I'll make my way home. I think probably my best bet to jump back in the same swim that I had that comment out of, because they seem to be up this end at the moment. So I think this is a good place to start tonight. I've just finished work, going to pull the van up here and yeah, get changed, get the rods out, because as a lot of you probably aren't aware, I'm not a full-time angler. You know, I have a proper job, and I have to go and earn my pennies. So I've literally just turned up. It is 10 to 5. Get changed, get the rods out, and straight back to it again in the morning. So yeah, you've got to try and make the most of it, haven't you? Make something happen, and that is exactly what I'm here to try and do. So yeah, let's go back to the van, move it up here, and see what tonight brings. So, just turned up at the Syndicate again, and it is repeat. I have turned up just for a quick overnighter, and I've got the luxury of my camper van at the moment, but I've just gone right to the top of the lake where I've previously mentioned that the fish like to sit up there during the winter, and I haven't seen them up there for a good number of sessions now, and I literally just poked my head up there and I've seen about 6. So I have got the barrow, I've got the bed chair, so I'm going to load it up and get up there for the night. Bit more effort tonight, especially like I said, as I've got the luxury of the bed and the TV and everything, but I'm here to catch carp, I'm here to make a video, so that is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to try our luck up there. Got some maggots, and if we can fish it correctly, I'm sure that there is a bite to be had up there, so that's what we're going to do. That is not hot, you mean? Dear oh me, I was ill last week when I come down here on the Monday, and yeah, it's been a week since I was getting hot and cold sweats around there in the van when the rods are out, and I still haven't quite recovered from it, but yeah, we're here, we're in the swim, even though that's knacking me out, but let's get this bivvy up. And then we'll concentrate on getting them rods absolutely spot on for tonight. This is what I'm going in with tonight. Got an inline lead fish drop-off style. And then, as you can see, a very short rig with a little wafter trimmed down, and then a few maggots topped. But yeah, pretty much this is what I always fish at this time of year up here. It just always does the trick for me. But yeah, always short hook links, especially up on this swim, because the water's so shallow up here. So you've got to have short hook links, because the fish are literally on the bottom with the backs out the water. So it's got to tighten up to that lead ASAP, really quickly, to obviously drive that hook home. So yeah, that is it. Let's get these rods shipped out. Well, there we go. All rods are out, and I must admit I'm feeling quite confident tonight, because I only spent a couple of minutes over there on the far bank, poked my head over this bush and saw at least 5 or 6 fish in the space of literally a couple of minutes. So I'm certainly in the right area for them tonight. The only downfall is I've had fish up here, and I've had quite a few in short spells, but only when it's been super frosty, like real sub-zero temperatures. And it has been the last couple of days. We've had a heavy frost this morning and a heavy frost yesterday, but I think tonight we've got a little bit more cloud cover, and I'm just hoping that doesn't kill it up here and they push off up into the middle of the lake or up that end, but they were here a couple of hours ago, and that's all I needed to flick the rods out here. So yeah, I'm going to finish this, have something to eat, and I hope I have something to report to you shortly. It normally does happen quite quick up here if they are up here and feeding. So yeah, I'm sitting on the rods because it is very snaggy, this swim, and I am locked up as much as you can be, but you know how it is, stretching a bit of mono, isn't there? So you have to be super quick, and I'll be on them. If it does happen, I'll be on it. So yeah, I'll catch up with you if something does materialise. So see you shortly. Well, just before I'm about to pack up for work, the rod has ripped off this morning. Only a small one, not exactly what we came for, but it's a bite. Beginning of February, so can't grumble at that. But yeah, I think I'm just going to unhook it and send it on its way, but I'll quickly show you it in the net. Like I've said in the past, up here has been quite productive during the winter months, and yeah, last night I really thought, after seeing all those fish, that I'd be in for a good one, but yeah, this one rolled around at about 4:45 this morning. So as you can see, it's still dark. I'm all packed up now, ready for work, and yeah, it's the only one that came along, but can't grumble at it, can you? That's what we're here for. Yeah, they're lovely fish in here. This light's not going to do them justice, but they're always so dark. Lovely fish. Doesn't like the light. Like I said, only a small one, but happy to get a fish in February. Start the month off well. Start the month how we mean to go on. So yeah, I think that'll do. Just slip her back, head off to work, and then, like I said, I'll try and get back here over the weekend, and maybe in the daylight as well. Right, let's get her back. I can't lie, over the last couple of weeks it really has been quite hard. It's not for lack of trying. I've been doing 2-3 nights a week, and the fish just seem to be coming in the hours of daylight, and obviously with work commitments at the moment, I'm just really struggling to be here at that time. So I'm doing what I can. I'm here, and hopefully something's going to turn up in the next couple of weeks, because after that I'm going to have to call it a day and go off and tackle some other waters that I've got in mind. But yeah, a couple more and I'll be really happy with that. But in the last week I did actually manage to get an afternoon. It was at a weekend, and I went up the top into the river area, and I did see a few fish there. But then as soon as I pinged out a couple of leads onto them, they just disappeared, and all sort of drifted off over the next hour, and couldn't actually find them again after that. So what I'm doing now is this swim here, which I'm in, is very popular, and it's popular for a reason, because it does do fish. Well, as you just saw, that rod ripped off just as I was doing a piece of the camera, and yeah, I think the rods have only been in the water probably an hour and a half tops. On that spot I was just literally talking to you about, that I've introduced quite a big amount of maggots to a couple of days ago, and yeah, first night actually fishing on it, and we got one straight away, so that is an absolute buzz. You never know, something else might materialise tonight, but if not, we've got one. We've ended that little streak. Yeah, February carp, come on. There we go. Sulking in the folds. Lovely. Well, here it is. Just a small one, but it's very welcome. Mid-February now, and it's been quite difficult, like I said, over the last couple of weeks, but yeah, finally that's come to an end. Been doing 2-3 nights a week, and I haven't had much to show for it, but now I've got that spot out there, I'm hoping we'll have another one or two, so yeah, let's slip her back and get that rod back out on the spot. Go on in there. Off you go. Looks quite big there, doesn't it? Come on, girl. She's confused. Let's get that rod back out there. Rods are back out on the spot now. That was a bit of a buzz, you know, just sitting there thinking nothing's happened for quite a while, and then off it rips. It's only goes to show you just got to be there at the right time, and I think maybe putting that bait out like 5 days ago now probably, but I put quite a lot out, loads of maggot and loads of crumbed up manila on the spot, and yeah, they obviously are sitting out there because that fish did not take long at all, so I should imagine there is a few more out there, and hopefully we'll be lucky enough to get another one tonight, but if not, then we'll just carry on plodding away until we get another couple. So yeah, let's hit the sack and get ready for work in the morning. So yeah, I will catch up with you again if something happens. It's been a couple of days since I was back in this swim. I think it was on the Saturday I'd done the night, and on the Sunday morning I had to go home, had jobs to do, and I poked my head into the snags just before I was leaving, and I saw the biggest common in the lake, a fish known as black spot, come down and start feeding heavily on my spot, which then flicked that switch, and I just knew I had to be back here during the hours of daylight, because at this time of year I just think that is their main feeding time. Even though I have picked a few off at night, it just hasn't been as prolific as it has been in the previous winters that I've done on here. So with a massive weather front coming in, I knew I was just going to take a couple of days off work and get back up here, and today was the first day that I managed to fish in all the hours of daylight, and it's gone remarkably. So check this out. Well, that made it worthwhile, didn't it? I literally had the rod out for about 5 minutes, and I was on the phone actually, and it ripped off. Yeah, what a good start, eh? That's why I took the day off today, because the weather was so good. You know, I just knew the fish would be feeding. But yeah, it's a mirror this time, and yeah, I'll quickly show you in the net, then we'll get her out. Here we go. Looks like one of the stockies that they've put in, but I'm really pleased with that. Yes, come on. Hopefully, like I said, the day's only just begun, so hopefully that hasn't spooked him off, because it's very shallow up here, so we'll have to keep an eye out. That did not take long at all. It's one of the stockies that they put in probably a few years ago. Looks like it's put on a bit of size. Not sure which one it is, but most of them have been given names. But yeah, it's definitely a 20-pounder, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm buzzed with that after 5 minutes of fishing. I knew today was going to be good. Like I say, it's about 12 degrees and it's been minuses over the last week. So yeah, I knew something would happen. But yeah, here we go. Nice one. Like I said, it's one of the stockies. Hasn't quite got the colour of all the rest of them, because they're normally absolutely black as anything in this lake. But yeah, you can't grumble at that, can you, for a February fish? Lovely one. Yeah, really good to be off the mark today. And I think if we play our cards right, we might end up with another one in the net. So both rods are back out. Let's hope this action continues today. If not, I'm here for tonight as well. So, all right, let's get her back. Weather's been a little bit brutal over the last hour or two, and that is exactly why I'm down here. Like I said, temperatures are up, weather conditions are absolutely perfect, but since I've had those two fish, they seem to have moved out of the area. So obviously not being surprised by that, especially the first one caused some serious commotion. But I think I'm going to have a pack down in a minute and then have another lap of the lake, just to see if I can spot anything. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the morning's gone. I just think I might be wasting my time here for the afternoon, just because yeah, they just don't seem to be out there in numbers anymore. But doesn't mean there isn't any opportunities elsewhere. So that is what we're going to do. I think we're going to pack up and get on the move.
I'll be waiting when you come my way. When you come my way. Want to know when you come my way.
Honestly, I can't believe it. I was just saying to you that I'm going to pack up and move because I hadn't seen anything, and both my rods have gone. I've got two in the net, which is, I'm going to have to try and ring the bailiff, I think, because it's not actually like, it's not good, is it, having two in the net? I didn't realise it was going to be quite as productive as it's been today. So yeah, I'm going to give James, the bailiff, a bell, see if he can come down and give us a hand with the shots. But yeah, one of them's absolutely pucker as well, like a real black one, a real, like I was saying to you earlier, that it's a real testament of what fish look like in here, colour wise. Absolute perfect, this one. And then just got another common short little dumpy one, looked like another stocky that's gone in here at some point. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing that I've got a real nice black common in there. I don't think it's the black common, but it's certainly a lovely one. It's a better one. Like I said, this is the nicest one out of those brace of fish I've just had. Real nice grey one. Look at that. Lovely fish for February. I thought it was one that I was really after, the black common, but it's not. It's just so dark on top. Quite a nice light belly on it, but can't complain at that. 4 fish this morning, and it's only 1 o'clock, so plenty of time to move off, try and find some more. Yeah, lovely fish. Let's get her back now. Look how dark that is.
He's off.
After slipping that one back, I stayed for another hour or so and quickly realised that the commotion after landing those 4 fish had the rest of them moving off. With time now ticking and the light fading fast, I thought I would head back around to the swim I had been baiting.
Let's do it.
I knew with the amount of bait that I had been trickling in over the past few weeks that this was my best option for the night ahead.
Has been absolutely incredible. I haven't even been here 24 hours yet, and I've had 5 bites and I've landed 5 as well. I've got one literally in the retainer just down there, had it about half an hour ago, just waiting for the light to break, finishing up my coffee, and yeah, we'll get her out. But it's another nice one. This one's a bit more of a scaly one. Yeah, fell again to Manila with some maggots around it as well. So yeah, all in all, it's been a really good session, and I've still got today if I want to do it. The weather's, I think it's like 14 degrees today, absolutely mental for this time of year. So I think I've got to make the most of it. I might just reel these rods in a minute after I've done the shots, load the barrow and get back up to the swim, which I had full from yesterday morning. So I think that's probably the plan. Yeah, let's get it out and see what we got. Look at that one. Absolutely lovely fish. A new one, I reckon. It was put in a few years ago. Really started to get some colours now. But yeah, look at that. Well pleased with it. Gorgeous fish. Again, come to a load of crumbed up Manila. Fished with my maggot rig, so yeah. Can't get much better than that. It's 5 fish, so. And it's not over this weather front, so I'm going to make the most of it today, pack up, get on the barrow and get back round there. So yeah, what a session it's turned out to be. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the first time I've been up the river, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish there, and there's a fish known as spike, which is a fish I'd really want to catch. So I think, seeing that, I'm going to have a go for it.
He's first in line at the moment. He's heading towards it. He's heading there. Oh my god, there's so many fish. There's so many oh my god, he's getting so close. He's getting so close. Come on, mate. Come on. Oh, be first, be first. Oh, he turned. Oh, there's a good fish over the spot. Oh my god, he's heading straight towards it. He's literally heading for it. Go on, go on. Is he going to have that? Looks like it. He's got that. I was literally just up that tree and I watched a decent mirror come in and suck up the hook bait and hooked it, and I think my GoPro died right in the middle of it. I can't believe it. But yeah, I've got a nice mirror in the net. I think this is a very old original one called the OG mirror, and yeah, it's definitely been through the wars, this one, over the years. But it's quite big, so I'm going to weigh it. It's because the bailiffs want me to weigh it as well. So yeah, let's get her out and see how it goes. That is fish number 6 of this session in 24 hours. So glad I took a couple of days off. Like I said, this one's a real old kipper. Yeah, it's been around a while, this one, that's for sure. But nice. It's nice to tick it off. But come on, go. It's nice to tick another one off the list. But what an incredible session it's been. And I think I'll get her back, and if nothing else happens, it's been a wicked little winter campaign and it's ended on such a high. Yeah, if nothing else happens for today, I think we'll end it here, and I'll see you again in the next one.